Well, it's Sammo here. It's the 27th. It's my day off. The day's lovely. And yes, yeah, me pot garden. Well, welcome back to another video. As I say, it's the 27th today. And I thought I would do a little update because things have come on a little bit since my last video. I think it was the 24th of this month. I created a video of me showing you some seed sown in the little trays. And they've been in me garage propagator for 3 days now, and things have changed a little bit. I'll go and show you. So what I'll do, I'll dismantle the video. Right, so just quickly go through everything. There's my celery, coming on lovely. I think I'll transplant a few of them now. They've grown up a bit. The celeriac, they have grown on a little bit, so again I think I'll transplant a few of them. The flowers, they're coming on nicely, so I'll let them grow a little bit more before I transplant them, but they're doing alright. Right, the ones I sowed 3 days ago, these are them. So we have Michele Nero de Toscana, and as you can see, they're coming on lovely. I don't need many, so these will do fine. They are, and the next to the purple top melons, the turnips, and again, loads of them have germinated. Now these are looking, I think it's because they're in my garage that they're a little bit tall. But what I'll do with these, I'll bury them a bit. So these here, that are that tall, there, I'll bury them sort of down to there. So there's only that little bit there above the soil. And that'll make them a bit sturdier. But yeah, they're coming on a treat. Nothing in the cucamelons as yet, but they do take a while to germinate. The cucumber gherkins, I only need one, and one's germinated, so that's fine. The basils, the red-leaved and the sweet, as you can see, the red and the sweet all the way down. The sweet, slightly more germination, but there's still plenty of red there, which is fine. Chives, nothing down there as yet. And then we've got the courgette, the tondo de Piacenza, and I'll have to come back. There you go, there's one at the back. There, that fella there. And then there's this huge fella. These were sown about 3 days, I think, and it was only after the first day and a half, certainly in the second day, this head here broke through the soil. So this is absolutely romping away. This obviously likes me propagator in the garage. So again, I only need one, but I'll transplant 2 in case one does make it. But yeah, well, I'll transplant 3 and I'll probably give one of these away to someone at work who's into gardening. So yeah, doing really well. As I said, the chives, they're still to come, but they take a bit longer. And the cucamelons. But yeah, they're really doing well. The shallots, as you can see, that fella there, he's sprouting away. I looked at the base of it and it is producing roots, so I'm assuming all of them are producing roots at this moment. They're not shown, but I think it's just a more case of time will tell. Trying to start to harden off some of my tomatoes in the greenhouse now, and things like my aubergines and that, just by bringing them out when the weather's nice and then taking them back in on an evening. The shallots I did from seed. They're starting to come through. There's one at the back, one to the left of it, and another one at the bottom. And there's one or two on that side. So 3, 4, 5, and I think there's one coming through on the soil right in the centre there. Oh, it's zoomed in on my finger. So yeah, but if there's only 5, that's alright, because I'll keep 1 or 2, grow them next year, and they'll split, or I'll germinate some more seeds. I'll see how it goes. But yeah, the shallot seeds have germinated, are starting to, and my shallot experiment is doing really well. I've got loads of, that's the sweet corn in there, but nothing's grown as yet, so I'm not, I'll not bother disturbing everything there. I've got loads of pots with lids on. These are all my flowers that I'm starting, but it's not worth showing you anything because none of them have come through yet. There's me 2 sets of leeks that I'm doing. Autumn Giant on that side, and some are doing alright. And then there's the elephant leeks on that side, and again some of them are doing fine. A few lopping over, but I'm sure they'll recover. I need to come back a little bit. There you go. That's me pea and broad bean. It's romping away now. It was about that high 2 days ago, and it's grown about an inch and a half a day now, so that's really coming along, both the pea and the broad beans. I'll have to move this out in about a week's time, because it's going to fly away and I'll not be able to get it out of the greenhouse. But I need to, and hopefully next week we'll get some nice weather and it'll enjoy being outside then. What in the other greenhouse? The kohlrabi is really coming along now, getting a number of leaves on it now. The golden acre cabbage, they're getting a couple of sets of leaves on them now, doing well. They are just some daisy bellis flowers. Strawberries at the bottom. There's me goji berry, and it's coming along. It's slowly growing, so things are looking good for that. This fella here is borage, so he's doing all right. Me lupins and everything in there, and me delphiniums. I think they've survived the transplant. Again, I've got more boxes with flowers in, but again, they're not shown, so I'll not bother showing you. Some more flowers. They are my overwintering cabbage. And these are the all year round cabbage I've grown from seed just a couple of weeks ago. And as you can see, it's got a few sets of leaves on them now. So they're doing alright there. Nothing much happening with me, I forgot the name of them now. I'll come back to them. I can't remember the name. So many to remember. There's asters. These are my primroses, which seem as though they've survived the transplant. Lettuce, getting bigger. I've got some tomatoes here. Not looking brilliant, but if these die, I'm not that bothered. I've got plenty of others in the house. These are some leeks. These are autumn giants, which I've tried to do in root trainers to see if they get any better in root trainers. But they're alright, so I've got plenty of leeks this year. And there's loads of strawberries which are sort of starting to grow. Doing alright here. One in there. As you can see, the stem's starting to show. So there's plenty of strawberries in here. My potatoes. These are 2 sacks of my Sharps Express, which have only been planted a couple of days ago, but there's nothing happening there as yet. This is my Gladiator parsnips. I'm trying to stagger these a bit so I can get a longer cropping season with these. I don't want to glut. I'd rather have them pulled fresh as and when I need them than get a whole load of them and freeze them. So that's the parsnips again. More strawberries. And in here, which is a container, a storage box, which is about 12 inches deep. Filled it with compost, put some seeds in, and these are carrots. I've got 2 types. These are Châtenay Red Core, and there you go. They're doing alright. Plenty of them. Try to space them out as best I can. But yeah, the red Châtenay, the Châtenay Red Core too, they're short. They're a short on carrot. Try to space them out as best I could, because I want to do as little pricking out of carrots as possible, so I don't get the dreaded carrot root fly. And then on the other side, I've got Paris Market Atlas carrots, and again they're all germinating really well in the greenhouse. So they're going to get a head start, and then I'll just put them outside when the weather warms up a little bit more. So that's the carrots. And because I've got these cauliflowers, which I'm overwintering, and I'm growing some more from seed in case anything happens with these, because these are starting to look a bit sort of tired and what have you. I thought they probably need to go out. So what I've done is I've planted 3 in one of my pots, and I've put it outside to see how well it copes with the elements. And there they are there in that pot. You can see there's 1, 2 and a bigger one at the back, 3. I think it won't focus on the plant, unfortunately. It's focusing on the mesh. But yeah, 3 in there. I think they're holding on. I've constructed this frame today because I knew I was planting out some cauliflower. I thought, well, it'll not be long before I start planting out some cabbage as well, and my Brussels sprouts and stuff like that. So I thought I best construct this frame now, and it's just, the frame is from a wardrobe, like a travel wardrobe sort of thing. And it's just basically a pole frame. And the net I got is a Verve net, so it must have been B&Q I got it from. I got it a few months back when it was out of season, and it's a very, very fine mesh. So it should help keep a lot of the dreaded brassica pests away. So yeah, so that's on there. Hopefully protecting me cabbage and me cauliflowers for the months to come. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Should help protect me plants this year. Sweet peas are hanging in there. There's one or two, not our grand, but there's quite a few I've planted, so hopefully there'll be enough there to give us a nice little display this year. So that's my sweet peas. Me ordinary peas, as I say, as well as me planter there, I've got some planted in these troughs, and as you can see, they're doing okay. I think they're growing fine. I'm not being bothered by the mice by the looks of it, so that's good. These pots, again, I've got some more strawberries. Me rhubarb. This fella is just going mental now. As you can see, the stalks may not be long, but they're absolutely really thick. I mean, put my finger next to one of them. It's about the size of my thumb. These sticks, they're not long, but they're certainly thick, and there's loads of them, and there's loads more to come, as you can see. But yeah, it's not in a particularly deep pot, but it's absolutely loving it there. And I think to finish off this little update, I'll just show you that's me rhubarb outside, and that one is doing fantastically well. I'm pleased with that. As you can see, there's another crown just going to appear there. Not crown, another stick. And then finally, just me raspberries, as you can see, really grown now. So I'm really pleased. As you can see, loads of growth's going to come, and hopefully a nice load of fruit. And hope you can see this. This is me blackcurrant, and as you can see, leaves appearing there. There's a bud there. There's one there. There's another one to the left of it there, and one at the bottom. So I think that's took root and is going to give us some blackberries. Blackcurrant, and I'm going to have nice raspberries this year. And just to finish it off, as you can see, me cherry blossom tree is, I don't know if you can focus, there you go. As you can see, it's got absolutely loads of flowers. That's just waiting. In fact, I can see some. There you go. There's a little cluster. In fact, there you go. I don't know if you can focus on him. But it's a bee. I don't want to get too close. But yeah, a bee. He's disappeared. But yeah, bees. And we're still in March. But at least he's got some food here. So that's it. The camera's going to run out, so I'll leave it there. Glad you could come, and I'll see you next time in my pod garden. Bye now.